Starting a new game, but wait, before the quest, the adventure, the challenges, there's one thing that comes first: the login screen. Starting my 2D lifesim MMO with a working login screen gives me the possibility to work with server authentication from the beginning through my whole development process. Time to get some help for all the technical explanations.
Hello, it's me, Sunglass Timo, and I'm looking to go through all the boring stuff in a really fun way with me floating around telling you it. What you can see right here is a fresh canvas, a world full of possibilities, and we start to build the game's first interaction, the entry point to a unique gaming experience. It begins with two trusty fields, the username and the password, and the protagonist of the day, the login button. With these elements we already have everything we need to build a simple login functionality. And yes, I know the login screen looks very bad right now, but for now this is everything we need. Maybe we make this look better at the end of the video, so stay tuned. But for now we just have to set up the server to manage the login. And it's the right time to ask yourself, how does a login in UGS actually work? The Unity gaming services does not save authentication data by itself. For this step you need to choose an authentication service like Auth0 that saves all the usernames and passwords to a specific player. So every time someone logs into the game, a request will be sent to the UGS serverless function that take the login credentials and send these to the authentication service. The authentication service then responds with a success or decline status code, and the UGS service sends these status codes right back to our login screen. To bring all this into reality, we first have to set up an authentication service. I decided to use Auth0 because it has a great free plan available, and after creating an Auth0 account, we get a secret key to make sure only our game server can send a valid authentication request to our authentication service. With this key, we can build our serverless function in UGS. And we're done! We got a callable function hosted by our UGS server to process every login attempt to authenticate our players easily. Next, we just have to write an authentication manager script right here in Unity that handles the click on the login button and performs the request to our server. Then we attach our new script to the scene and set the reference to our UI elements. But we're not finished yet. With the UGS server, we can also implement a guest login that starts the game right away and can be linked to a user account anytime later. And I really like this functionality because you can start trying the game immediately without creating an account at first. So we create some new objects, set their visibility, and add some click handlers to our authentication script. When we start a game right now here in Unity, we first have to decide if we want to start with the account login or the guest login here. But before we test out the new guest login, we just change some styles, add an AI generated background image, and add some game title placeholder. Wow! When we click on the guest login now, we get right into the game, which is currently nothing. But this will change in the next video when we start with a simple player character with some animation magic. So thank you for watching and see you at the next team.